back, guys. Sorry
We're
about
back.
that technical difficulties. I forgot to put my tinfoil hat around the phone, and the shape-shifting, blood-drinking reptoids, they got us. So, but yes, in all seriousness, please let the other people know. Share this video because that one got cut off. So please, we're gonna take a sec to let everybody that was in that last stream recoalesce back into our screen here. So share this feed, share this feed, share this feed. If you're just joining us, open up another tab, find Auditing America on Instagram. Thank you, Twyla, welcome back. Live and direct on the air. Jack Slepworm, welcome back. John is back, thank you, specifically. Rest in peace to Harambe. Yeah, exactly. See? You start talking about Harambe, and the government don't want to hear. Oh, I guess we can't talk about Harambe.
Harambe.
Rest in peace to Harambe. F in the chat for Harambe. Can we get an F in the chat for Harambe? Can we get some of the mods put an F in the chat for Harambe? All right, let's wait a sec till people get back in here, guys.
Bartow County, Georgia. What case?
Thank you. Thank you for the Fs.
Yeah.
Never forget Harambe.
All right. Guys, make sure you smash that like button on your way in. Sorry about the inconvenience. I don't know what the hell happened.
We don't. It just literally stopped. I mean,
please bear with us. We really appreciate your cooperation, and we apologize having you guys, you know, click over to a new link and stuff. So thank you for coming back. Make sure you hit the like button. Also remember, we're with CPR Audits. CPR Audits
Find
right
CPR
here.
Audits.
My brother, my dog.
What up, guys?
He's got a new
Murder Man Studios.
Murder Man Studio. It's called. It's
True crime.
True crime channel. So make sure you check them out after you finish watching this video. Make sure you go over there.
Yep.
Also, I'm sure you know.
Good old Fake Mikey. That's right, guys.
Mike.
Find FakeMikeRealNews.com. I have my own channel called Fake Mike Real News. I'm also on Instagram as Fake Mike Real News. I'm also $ Fake Mike Real News on Cash App. I'm also Fake Mike Real News on Twitter. Also, just opened up a new TikTok. Last one got hacked by a 14-year-old girl. So I got a new TikTok. Christopher Burgos.
Oh, thank you, man.
Thank you so much, Christopher Burgos.
Thank you,
Yeah, I
Christopher.
got a new TikTok. It's called @FakeMikey, MIKEY, @FakeMikey, MIKEY. I'll be uploading a video there shortly, but I did have to get a new TikTok. So be watching me soon because I'm going to be go.
Give me a second. Christopher, thank you so much for that $50 donation, brother. A.T. Franklin, thank you for that $20 donation.
Thank you,
guys are great.
sir. Appreciate you guys.
Listen, you guys are awesome. I really appreciate that. You know, this really helps. We're driving across the country. We're flying to some places, and this is this can be very costly. So we are using these donations straight to continue auditing America.
Yeah, I want to say also thank you because I ran out of kidneys to donate for gas money, so this is really helpful. And chicken sandwiches just don't hit the same when you don't have kidneys. All right, so we were talking about somebody before the last stream ended. Do you think that the guy that's in jail for RFK's assassination did it? Press 1 if you think Sirhan did it. Press 2 if you did not. And then we'll get back to your questions because that's where we left off, and I want to respect everybody that was giving their opinion. And I want to let you guys know, I deeply value your opinions. As a matter of fact, if you look through my phone, which I'm not allowing anybody but the NSA to do, you would see screenshots of certain comments of pieces of legislation or Supreme Court rulings or ideas. And I use those ideas. So thank you guys. This is a symbiotic, collaborative, open source program we got going on here. Do you know about a military bunker underneath Denver? Well, I did 2 videos from the Denver airport. We saw the Masonic cornerstone there. That was pretty odd. We saw some of the art there. We audited there.
What's up, Nazi?
And there are definitely structures that we definitely know of beneath the airport. Now, what's in those structures, I don't know. They didn't allow me back there. I did attempt to go, but you can find that on Fake Mike Real News, my channel there.
News Now New England. What's up, News Now New England?
What up,
What's
News
up?
Now New England?
I'm gonna make this motherfucker a moderator. Hold on.
Make CPR moderator too while you're up there.
I don't know who that is. Hold on. I'm just messing. Oh yeah. News Now New England. Officially giving you
Wow. Wow. No, you've officially gotten the blue whisk. Congratulations. Now let's get CPR one. Let's CPR post something.
Where's CPR?
CPR, go up there. You gotta go up there. I can't make it
Oh,
live.
that's right. That's right. Sorry. CPR, give me a comment.
CPR is gonna comment his channel. I want everyone to go subscribe to his new channel right now.
Well, I mean, not right now.
I mean, not right now. After our stream.
After the live stream.
After your live stream, after you've watched every single one of my videos, after you've read the Bible, after you've read the Quran, after you've read the Vedas, after you've improvised a sonnet about the beauty of your partner's hair, then after you've done all that, reorganize your room. Then after that, do community service for the
CPR,
NSA.
drop a comment, bro. Oh, yeah.
Eyes on the Audit. Shout outs to Eyes on the Audit. Theo, how you doing, pimp? Theo's in the house.
CPR, drop a comment.
I did.
I can't see it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm right under that guy. What the fuck?
I can't say your name, but thank you for the super chat.
Are you blocked?
I'm literally right under him.
Are you blocked?
Oh, that's because you probably don't have live chat on. You have top chat.
Oh. Is that?
I don't know what that is.
Oh well.
Well,
You see, guys,
I don't need to be a moderator.
doesn't take an expert to have a
it was
YouTube
great
channel.
working with you, man. So,
We'll do it in a little bit.
live and direct, if you want to put his channel out there for you guys.
Live and direct on
Thank
the
you
air.
for your work, guys. Thank you for your work. News Now New England, thank you for your work. Live and direct on the air. All right, let's get back to your questions. I've been pontificating enough. Through him, with him, in the unity of the whole. Will, are you more inclined to believe the Gnostic Gospels and teachings over the simple answer, yes. I think I'll say this. The historicity of Jesus is something I'm definitely not convinced of yet, although I can become convinced on it. I keep an open but skeptical mind to anything that I can't prove. I'll talk about some of the things that I can prove. However, I definitely think that, okay, let's do this, because press 1 in the chat if you've heard and know what astrotheology is. Press 2 in the chat if you have heard of it but don't know what it means, or you've never heard of astrotheology. So in the chat, press 1 if you've heard of astrotheology, 2 if you haven't, and that'll be a little preface here. Actually, we're not talking to only certain people. I'm actually getting the questions from people or not.
Shout
Okay,
out
great.
to Heather.
Oh yeah, Heather, Leah. Okay, so I'm going to talk about astrotheology. I'll leave it to you guys for homework for a little bit for a deep dive, but talking trees again with a great question. So I believe that there's layers to this stuff, like 7-layer taco dip, right? And by the way, don't take anything for what I say unless there's certain things I can prove. I can prove certain things. I can prove to you that 9/11, the official story, was not what they told us. I can prove that's a lie. I can prove to you the Federal Reserve, it's illegal, it's unconstitutional, and it's never been audited, except by me, Mr. America. I can prove to you geoengineering goes on. I can prove to you the Bilderberg Group. I can prove certain things, certain tangible things. But especially once you go back in time, it's really difficult. So anything that I can't prove, just take my information and then let that be a couple breadcrumbs, and then you do your own research. You keep I'm not talking to you specifically, talking trees. I'm just talking to everybody in general. This is just a general thing. Keep an open but skeptical mind. Read the books. Get the Audible books. There's a lot of books that are free on YouTube you can listen to about the subject. Listen to the debunkers. Listen to the debunkers, right? Find their information. Find everybody's information. And then you keep an open but skeptical mind, right? So there's certain things there's different categories. Things that I can prove, things that are highly suspicious and contain a number of anomalies and I think warrant further investigation. And then there's other things that sound crazy, maybe less evidence, but I'll still keep an open but skeptical mind to it. So, that being said, I think there's different levels to what's occurring in the Bible. I think that there's different messages there. and I don't think it's necessarily a straightforward story. One of the layers to this taco dip is something called astrotheology. Astrotheology, as the name implies, theology is like the study of God, right? And then astro, stars, right? So the implications of this are that one of the encoded layers in not just the Bible, but in several ancient texts and several other stories, is the story of the stars. As above, so below, so to speak. And so, for example, you have the sun, God's sun, and then the sun travels around the sky with the 12 zodiac due to precession, right? And you'll see several astrological things encoded in the Bible. So, for one of them is 12 tribes of Judah. Jesus had his 12 disciples, and some would say that those are representative of the 12 zodiac signs. As a matter of fact, in the book of Job, the Mazzaroth, which God claims he creates, which is actually the zodiac. Thank you for this. Wrecked! Yes! Oh, that's
Nice.
Awesome, dude. Oh, I love
cool.
that. That's like the coolest thing, wrecked. Awesome. Thanks, New England. Appreciate
Thank you, dog. Thank you, dog.
So the Mazzaroth is that zodiac that we're talking about. And then also, when they say Jesus died for 3 days and then on the third day was resurrected again, well, on December, as the sun gets lower and lower on the horizon as we get farther and farther into winter, December 22nd is the day that the sun is at its lowest. So December... Oh, okay.
No, I don't.
Okay. So CPR audits, you guys are asking how to donate to people too. Jordan Maxwell talks about astrotheology. That's exactly right. Jordan Maxwell is the guy that taught me. We've had Jordan Maxwell on this channel. That's why Mr. America does what he does. Honestly, people say, "Oh, you guys aren't doing anything." We're bringing Jordan Maxwell to a lot of people. Thank you for the work line. Welcome back, work line.
Thank you, work line. Guys,
how do people donate to you, though, CPR? Because they're asking, how do people donate to you? And then I want to find out from you, because the donations are helping. But while he's telling you guys, share the video. The donations are very much appreciated, but we really want you guys, and people are asking you about Ted Bundy. So how can people donate to you? And we'll talk about that after let me just finish my point about astrotheology, too, and we'll get back to your questions. I know this is taking a little longer, but I'll sum it up real quick, because I don't know why I'm going into such a rant right now. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't have anything to donate to. No PayPal, Cash App, any of that.
You can get super chats on your channel, right? On CPR audits?
Yeah, CPR audits.
Guess what?
Get super chats.
Guess what? Tomorrow, we're going to go live on CPR audits.
It might be during the day. So go to CPR audits and hit the bell for notifications, because that's how you guys can donate if you want to. But the best way to help CPR audits is find his new Murder Man
Studios.
Murder Man Studios. Go subscribe to
Everybody
his new channel.
likes true crime.
And CPR audits. He's doing auditing and true crime and research and breaking stories, and he's got all sorts of technology that he's going to bring with him. So, you can find. Yeah, what's this?
This is. I got luminol.
He's kidding. That's one of my kidneys, guys. So thanks for the donations.
No.
See his face.
No, really,
See his face.
really.
No, that's luminol. So yes, and you guys can find Auditing America for the donations. $ Auditing America News, $ Auditing America News, $ Auditing America News. That's on Cash App. So check them out, and thank you for the super chats.
Oh yeah, those people that donate me on Cash App, thank you, because that goes right there to my pocket.
Okay,
so
so
that we can put it in the gas tank.
After I
So
finish
thank
this
you.
point about astrotheology, people are asking about Ted Bundy, and then we'll get back to your questions or comments here. So astrotheology, the sun gets to its lowest point on December 22nd, the Son of God, representative of Jesus. And there's been cults, I'm going to keep it brief. And then on the horizon, you'll see 22nd, 23rd, 24th, it gets lower, but on the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, it stays at the same position in the sky. And then on the 25th, it moves up 1 degree in the sky. And so they say now Jesus is resurrected. And then also Jesus was in the age of Pisces, and that's why Jesus was the fisher of men. He fed everybody with bread and 2 fish. We'll get more into astrotheology later, but check out Jordan Maxwell for astrotheology. Mr. America, let's get to Ted Bundy. Let's switch this up.
Okay.
El Bordy Audit, thank you for the super chat.
Gracias, papi.
Nice. Okay.
Talk about Ted Bundy.
Well, one of my main thoughts about Ted Bundy is they should not have executed him.
Thank you,
They
Shay.
should have got more information
Ooh,
out
Shay,
of him.
good info. Start again. Start again with Ted Bundy, because people are blowing us up with comments and chat. Start again with Ted Bundy.
Ted, what? Yeah, what do you ask me a question about Ted Bundy?
Yeah,
What do you want
be
to know?
more specific. What do you think people don't know about Ted Bundy that they should know?
Christopher.
Thank you.
We got your chain. We got
your gold. We put your tail in the county
in
jail.
the county jail.
Oh, he's got the cop rap this
Oh, the guy
song
with
for
the
the
chains.
criminal.
They're gonna love this guy.
This guy take the Cuban link chain from the
A drug dealer down in Florida.
Drug dealers.
He doesn't believe in the
Cuban
free
link.
market.
He puts it on, guys, and does a rap song. Have you guys who's seen this?
Have you guys seen Grady Judd acting a fool?
Why would he do
And I
that?
just want everybody to know here at the channel, if you're just joining us, you may be a new viewer, you may be tuning in randomly. What are we about on this channel? I'm glad you asked yourself, Will, with that rhetorical question. Why, thank you. You're welcome. Hey, what's going on with that deep, dark pain you have in your soul, Will? Let's save that for later. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Mr. Universal. SO, happy birthday.
Mr. Universal.
Happy born guy.
Happy birthday. Okay.
Ay. Wepa.
Ay.
So,
Okay.
what was I talking about right there, guys? Yeah, stand topic. You're right. Oh yeah, what we're here about, guys, is we're trying to, the Constitution of the I'll just take it real simple. The Declaration of Independence, second paragraph, says that government is created for the single purpose of securing our rights, our unalienable rights. That means they're in us and they cannot be taken away from us. But yet, what we've seen is the government, they get in there, they say, yeah, we're going to take an oath to your rights. I mean, the Declaration says that the government was created to protect our rights. And then they go in there and they do exactly the opposite. And so that's why Mr. America does what he does. We are entirely nonviolent. We're strong believers of self-defense, of course, but we're entirely preemptively nonviolent. And we're here to create a more altruistic world through the Socratic method and nonviolent activism. And we're trying to point people out that, this so-called constitutional republic, and I'm not a statist for anybody out there who's curious about that. I'm not a statist. But we're supposedly paying people trillions upon trillions of dollars annually to live in this republic, this constitutional republic. And what's happening? Andrea, thank you for the super chat. Thank you very much. And we haven't, it's participatory, right? The constitutional republic is literally participatory. It is our duty. As a matter of fact, the Declaration of Independence goes on to say, if at any time the government stops being the conduits to protect your rights, it is not only your right, it is your duty to alter or abolish it. We're not even going that far. We're just trying to say, hey guys, see these things right here? Forget about these, guys. Called rights. We're flexing them on you people. Oh, I'm flexing my rights on you.
By the way, guys, if you haven't seen, look at the new bling bling.
Oh, you guys see my new piece? Okay, so you guys have heard about silver, right? You've heard about gold, I'm sure. You've heard about platinum. Did you ever seen a wiggle with iridium? Yep, that's right. This is 25 karat iridium. Iridium! This is transformium right here. I got this from Decepticon Spine. Hey, this is half iridium, half Decepticon transformium. This is the most blinged out shit you guys ever seen. It is radioactive, but I don't have a soul. McTeabag King.
But I got a mustache.
But I got a mustache. Ooh, you think you're so cool with your little mustache. Let's go to Shane and Maine. Sean, damn it. Oh, sorry.
Baby.
Sorry, the hostages are going to freak out. My eyes are glowing because they're radiant. Travis Wenzel, you're gonna have to find me on Fake Mike Real News on that one. That's a situation we can't touch right here. Yeah, we could care less about rights. Yeah, we just put our lives on the line confronting the Clintons. Yeah, we just confronted the president 5 times. We just confronted another powerful senator. We just went to the Bush's house, Bill Gates' house, Dr. Fauci's office. We just interviewed Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s niece. I mean, we don't care about any of this. We the inventor of email. I mean, me and Mr. America nearly died trying to catch a predator on the streets, and we're not talking about a leopard.
We've audited over 30 states.
We've owned the crap out of governors. But yeah, we don't care. Anybody that if I didn't care, I would never confront the Clintons. Do you think it's going to get better, Jerry Williamson? That's a great question. I'll be honest with you. I've always been the unflinching optimist. I always thought that we're going to defeat this no matter what. And I still think that. But let me say that the events of the last couple years have been frightening even to me. Very frightening. I never thought it would get this bad, especially this bad, this fast. And
no.
And it just shows why Mr. America does what he does, because you don't really have rights if the government can just take them away. They're privileges. And that's what Mr. America's over 1,000 videos prove. If the government can take away your rights at any time, you don't have any. And everything that Mr. America said before the last couple of years has now turned out to indeed be true. Thank you, everybody, for sharing. Thank you for the super chats. Please smack the like on the way, and if you haven't hit the bell, please do it. Thank you very much. Find Auditing America on Instagram. Find them on TikTok. Find them on all the platforms. So I do think we're going to win eventually, but it's really up to Johnny Truth. It's up to Erica, Patrick. It's up to people to share this video and share all this other stuff, because if we don't, like, our conditions are completely dependent on ourselves and the nonviolent actions that we take. And I've been telling people before the events of the last couple of years that we needed to take action, nonviolent action, immediately. And that was 2-3 years ago. Now look where we're at, right? So we need to put in the work. But I do think ultimately we will be victorious. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Honestly, it doesn't matter, because whether they win or we win, and how do you even define winning? We have to do something. We can't, even if it was inevitable that they were going to win, which it's not. You can't just sit here like a coward and just let them do it. Well, I guess they're just going to steal my kids. I guess they'll just take my freedoms away. I guess, sure, right? Great, No, we have to do something. It says, I'm no fan of Abraham Lincoln, who was a racist tyrant.
Really?
Yeah.
You know him?
Yeah, actually, me and him went to different schools together. I went to Harvard. But
I know, guys. This guy went to Harvard.
I did. I was part of a medical study on underprivileged white meth youth, and so that was cool. That was a fun experience. So yeah, we really need to take it upon ourselves to do things. But Abraham Lincoln, who was a racist tyrant, said, "The sin of silence when men should protest makes cowards of men." The sin of silence when you should protest makes cowards of men. So when even a racist tyrant like Abraham Lincoln saying, "Get off your ass." You might want to get off your ass and do something. I'm not talking about the people in chat. A lot of people in the chat are activists and they share our videos and they work with us and they're activists themselves. But I mean, what's your line in the sand? I mean, they said you can't go to church, you can't worship your God. No matter what you think about religion, you should be able to do whatever you want, have any beliefs you want. You can't open your business. You can't go to work. On and on and on and on and on and on and on. They're $30 trillion in debt now, right? We still have all this imperial militarism going on.
Oh yeah, Fred Esco.
Thank you, Esco. Much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Thank you, everyone, for sharing the video, guys. Thank you for all the super chats. All right, let's get back to your questions. Okay, I'd really like to know why CP Artist named his new show Murder Man. Good question.
Actually, my daughter helped me come up with that.
Well, it's pretty. I think I'm gonna let him say what it is, but I think it's pretty simple. It's pretty basic. His channel is about true crime, so he focuses on people that commit murders to invest pretty much his own investigation about it and his own you know, idea of what happened. So if you want to do check that out, you go to CPR Audits. But why did you name it? That's what I would have named it for, right? Pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, what do you guys think would have been a good name?
I mean, actually, technically, you know, it's under 500 subscribers. If you guys come up with an awesome name, maybe we'll take it into consideration. So, you know, we can change the names later. But yeah, either way, you guys get the link. So check it out. Yeah, people are saying it's a good one. Yes, talking trees. Great question. Okay, and a good question. I'm glad you brought this up, talking trees. Always with great questions. I can tell you're on a path to knowledge, like me, and I love that. Because I love having friends to go down rabbit holes with. Sounds weird, but you know what I mean. So here's the thing, right? There's people out there. Some of them are like Fritz Springmeier. I love Fritz Springmeier. We interviewed Fritz. Shout outs to my boy Fritz. We also I'll just give you this for one example without getting too much into detail here. Fritz Springmeier is a staunch Christian and he exposes these people. Jordan Maxwell is somebody that exposes Christianity and exposes these people. Now, it's, you know, I don't have my mind. I don't know what the hell. I don't know nobody really knows who wrote the Bible. Nobody knows who wrote the Bible, right? So it's tough to say who's right on that one, right? So I have no idea, but I like to hear them both out and see what they have to say, and everybody, because there's a lot of people out there that will say things that you can't confirm. You can do your best research and make your mind up. There's some things that you just can't confirm. Certain people that are whistleblowers will come out and say certain things, and I would still say you consider it, but just put it in the back of the brain and leave it there until hopefully some new evidence, either for or against, will emerge. And just keep that in your little file. But one of the things that Mr. Maxwell was correct about was Admiralty Maritime Law, which is very interesting. He was talking about Admiralty Maritime Law for a very long time, and some of the people that were charged at the Capitol, the events of last year, were charged under Admiralty Maritime Law. Proved Jordan Maxwell correct. So he does have a lot of great points too. So all right, let's get back to your questions here.
Y'all ever been arrested before?
Have we been arrested before? I don't know. Maybe you want to go through our videos? Yes, a lot of times.
Let's see. Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, illegally too.
Nothing to be proud of.
No, yeah. Every single time we had our rights violated, and then we're arrested on top of having our rights violated. So. So let's see.
Felonies.
Let's get any questions.
No felonies.
Antonio, I talked about him earlier. Um,
I already talked
So-
about him. Your headphones were.
so let's see what other questions right there. I'm gonna handle the questions here. Let's see what comments do we got here. What questions or comments do we have here? What's that, King? I've never heard of that E8 theory. I'm unfamiliar with that. I'd be curious to learn though. West Texas in the house. Let's see. Let me steal this for 1 sec to get to a common question. Last name is-
Leah's got a question for you, CPR.
It's my favorite murder story. Ooh, that's a tough one.
What's one of the crazier ones?
There are so many crazy. Ah, man. How about my favorite missing person case? That boggles me. That would probably be Murray or Jennifer Kessie.
Jennifer Kessie. That's I don't know much about this, but I know about her. And why? Because I'm from Florida, and that was a very very famous case. You know, this girl just went missing out of nowhere. They were giving a lot of money for this for the return, safe return, or even the whereabouts for this girl.
Channel name is Murder Man Studios.
Never happened. Murder Man Studios.
Yep.
Go to his channel.
Springfield 3.
True crime.
Springfield
Very
3.
good.
We were I just did a video on Springfield 3 actually. We were actually there. And you were with me.
Yes, that's right.
Yep.
And so someone's following up with the obvious question: why her? Why is Moore Murray and Jennifer Kessie? Why do those stories stand out to you? Because that's a great question.
Because there's so many different theories on what could have happened, and
Work
they
lying.
almost all don't make sense. Like they almost all just couldn't happen. I'm gonna go out to New Hampshire actually to the crash site and do a video on that very soon.
Interesting comment, work line. That's
So-
very deep. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty interesting. And then Taipan says, how do you feel about having to show ID at government buildings? I mean, it's atrocious. Actually, I'm going to pull up the Fourth Amendment. I'm going to pull up the Fourth Amendment real quick here, guys.
By the way, if anybody wants to contact me directly for any questions or anything, make sure you find me on Instagram. Send me a DM. Find me. Send me a DM. I am going to be reading my messages tonight. So make sure you send me some messages if you have any questions for me. I'd be going over all these messages tonight. Auditing America, no space, no nothing. Go to Instagram, follow me. Also, that's a way for you guys to video chat with us. If you want to video chat with us,
Facts.
go over there because we're starting to go live on Instagram more often. So make sure that you go over there so that you can send us a video request.
I'm going to answer that.
And if you're not a troll, we'll be more than glad to speak with you and answer a couple of questions.
And speaking of that, thank you very much for Eric for the Cash App donation to $Fake Mike News. Thank you very much for that.
Oh, yeah.
Find Auditing America News, Auditing America News, Fake Mike Real News on Cash App. Fourth Amendment of the Constitution. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated. That's like the Second Amendment, shall not be infringed. And no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, Ontario versus Ohio, F that up, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be searched. So when you walk into a government building and they want to write your name down, see your ID, no Second Amendment, no filming, and by the way, take everything out of your pocket, show me what you got, give me your ID, and walk through this rapey scan. That's a clear violation of my right to be secure in my persons, house, is papers. What are your papers? It's your documents. Your persons. What are your persons? That's you. It means no searches.
They asked me what the profile picture looks like, so I was just going to show it in the chat.
Okay, show the chat. So, the right of the people to be secure in your persons. What's your persons? That means you don't have to go through a metal detector. That means you don't have to empty out your pockets. That means you can't run your pocket. These guys can't tell you what you run in your pockets. Papers. What are your papers? That means the Fourth Amendment says, show me your papers. When these guys say, show me your medical papers, show me your papers, that's against the Fourth Amendment. It says, effects. What are your effects? Your stuff. My whisk. They detain the whisk. And thank you very much for the super chat. Someone also super chatted asking about Amir Locke. And I'm actually going to tell you, I'm gonna give you two takes on it because I think they're the best takes out there. And so I'm not the smartest dude, but I know all the smartest dudes and where to get the information from.
And he went to Harvard.
I did go to Harvard. It was on a day shoot, a photo shoot during the fall, and I took some really Instagrammable photos there. Some of the best duck faces you've ever seen. You can find them on Instagram. Fake Mike Real News, MIC.
Yeah. You also went there as an Uber driver one time, right?
That was another time. I've been to Harvard more than one time. Let's just say that, not to brag.
He dropped off a very smart student.
Yeah, that was one of my proudest moments. All right, let's see. You know, this is some great stuff here too. Okay, I'm going to read a couple clips here from Justin Amash. People ask me who I like in politics. I don't really like anybody. But if there is anybody that's like one person that I really support and agree with most of what they say, it's Justin Amash. A-M-A-S-H. Justin Amash. I'm going to read you, he's on Twitter, he's on Facebook, Justin Amash, A-M-A-S-H. I'm going to read you his take on Mr. Locke and also a couple others posts right here. This is this guy sounds like me, the people that you guys all call crazy, but he's actually pretty awesome dude. There's no authorization for the ongoing military actions in Syria. An ISIS leader was killed, but so were civilians, including children. And U.S. forces are risking their lives in dangerous operations. When it comes to war, every member of Congress needs to be on record with a vote. We have not think about that, right? That's not just Syria. We're talking Yemen. We're talking about Afghanistan. We're talking about Iraq. We're talking about Bosnia. We're talking about Rwanda. We're talking about Korea. We're talking about Vietnam. All of these events that occurred were not declared by Congress. So there's no authorization for these military actions that are going on. Like I say, these people start talking about the legal wars. Well, obviously it's important if members of Congress are still talking about these illegal wars that are going on.
Hit the like button,
Hit the
guys.
like button, share the video.
If you just started watching this live stream, please hook us up with a thumbs up. Please, please, please. Also, after the live stream, go to CPR audits. CPR audits. Please. CPR audits.
And they said the thing was blurry, so here, let me put it back up.
And while he's putting that up, I'm going to tell you Justin Amash's take. He says Amir Locke was shot in bed by police for the crime of being startled and confused when people suddenly...
Maybe.
We'll put the link in the description.
Yeah, Murder Man Studios 1 all together on TikTok.
All right, so this is Justin Amash's take here. Check out Murder Man Studios on TikTok. Check it out on YouTube. Amir Locke was shot in bed by police for the crime of being startled and confused when police suddenly charged into his room. Police created the deadly situation. His killers must be brought to justice. End no-knock warrants. End qualified immunity. End militarization of police. Now, I'm going to give you one more take on this because that's a great question. You guys are always...
With your qualified immunity, it's easy to flip a story, isn't it? They be police. Something happened. They sit down in the patrol car. Let me see how I can put this to my favor. Okay. Write a crazy ass story about something that did not happen. Because it's proven fact. I've been arrested a lot of times doing these videos, and it's crazy. If you guys read these police reports, it's like, what the fuck? So, also, return my phones. thieves.
Yep. Innocent until proven guilty, huh? Okay, and and I'll get back to your questions after this right here. This is Spike Cohen, who was the vice presidential candidate for the Libertarian Party uh, in the last go around here. Spike Cohen on Twitter says Amir Locke was murdered by home invaders. That's mine. Amir Locke was murdered by home invaders. He's not the first victim of murder by invasive police, but he needs to be the last. It is time for us to put an end to no-knock raids, qualified immunity, and the thin blue line culture of police lawlessness. And I couldn't agree more.
Gang.
If you guys want to see that tweet, I'm going to like that tweet right now, and I'm going to retweet it. So you guys find me on Twitter at FakeMikeRealNews and retweet that tweet. And
Oh yeah, I don't have Twitter.
oh yeah.
I think it's boring.
That's
I don't
because
know.
Mr. America is far too verbose to be limited to just 140 characters.
That's all they do there, write messages?
No. What?
What do you do there? I'm sorry. Am I like...
I'll explain to you Twitter
I'm sorry.
one day. Twitter's cool.
No, I don't like it.
Thin blue line is a red flag. You're right, Leah. Okay, let's get back to the comments here.
You know what I like?
Oh boy.
Auditing America on Instagram with over 100 million views.
Nope, that's TikTok. But yes, I like that too. Find Auditing America on TikTok. Find
Actually,
Auditing America
I meant to say TikTok, but go to Auditing America on Instagram and help me get 100 million views.
Yes, we need that over there too. Yeah, so check out Auditing America, Auditing America, Auditing America all together on Instagram, Auditing America. Find him on TikTok, Auditing America, Auditing America, Auditing America.
And I love chocolate milk, by the way.
And dolphins.
And dolphins, just
dolphins.
like Chase.
Oh yeah, we was in the Natty, drinking Natty Daddies. Just kidding, I didn't have any Natty Daddies. We were just doing audits.
Shout outs to all the people from Puerto Rico that watches our videos. Thank you so much. We're looking forward to go to Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah, we're going down to PR.
Puerto Rico.
And I want to say thanks to Mr. Grove for coming down to the City Hall while Mr. America was live and supporting us. He's given us quite a few super chats in the past and asked us, hey, come to Cincinnati. And thanks to his donations, we were able to extend the gas range a little bit further and get to Cincinnati. And he came down here and did an audit with us. So thank you very much, Mr. Grove, for that. Very much appreciated. What are your opinions on no hoodies in school? That's against the First Amendment. Clear. I don't have to rant on that one. What's your opinion on no hoodies in school? Yeah, it's a violation of the First Amendment. Now, if it's a private school can say, "Hey,
you can't
do whatever you want."
You can't wear a hoodie in school.
I
In
mean,
a country that's cold. That's weird.
Well, there have been actually people have been gotten in trouble for wearing in San Francisco. I believe it was probably about 10 years ago. Students.
In the next 20 years, what's it gonna be? Right now, they're forcing people to wear. Everybody looks like a Mortal Kombat character. Finish him. Let's see. Fatality. Flawless victory. You know? It's not cool that the government is telling you, hey, you have to wear it. Guys, have you seen those? Have you seen our videos? Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goes crazy. Crazy. I mean, you need to see the videos that I'm going to post tomorrow.
Oh
so
my God.
Please stay tuned.
Yeah, check those videos out
Kareem,
tomorrow.
420. Nice.
Nice.
Thank you for your donation. $20, man. Thank you.
Hey, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kareem. 420.
Nice.
Yes. I want if actually I'm not gonna spoil it. All right, let's get back to your questions here, guys. Yeah, shout outs to Mr. Universal. Happy birthday to Mr. Universal.
Oh,
Guys,
yeah.
go
Happy
check out-
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, look. Somebody asked if we're brothers.
Brothers?
No. Yes.
And it was the Mighty Ducks guy himself, and I was all Emilio.
Emilio.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Thanks for the alley-oop, by the way, guys. All right, who do we got going on here? We got Red Rome in the house. We got Irma in the house. We got Axiom. Eric Thompson, thank you. felons. Eric, thank you for the donation on Cash App, but also thank you for your question. More importantly, yeah, what about the right to vote? That never says in the Constitution that because you got a felony, you don't have the right to vote. You have the time
Well,
served,
well,
you get to do it.
well, you're no longer part of this
You're-
society, although you paid your debt to society and with time and money.
And the Second Amendment says shall not be infringed. Shall not be infringed. So, and on top of that, it's complete. First of all, on its face, it's unconstitutional. And second of all, the majority of the people that are in jail, at least 74% of people in jail are there for not victimless crimes. Victimless crimes. So it's
Oh yeah,
rather unfortunate.
victimless crimes. Shit ton of people in jail because of annoyed cops. We have the annoyed officer charge. Which is the annoyed officer charge, guys? Put it on the comment section and tell me which is the easiest charge for a cop to go after a person that has done absolutely nothing wrong, and he obviously has nothing else to get him or her for. So what's the easiest charge? What do you think?
Spoiler alert, I can tell you, but I'm not going to tell you. I want to see what the guys in the chat say.
Thank you for your donation.
Thank you for the super
Roma.
chat. Thank you very much.
Disorderly conduct. Hell yeah, exactly.
You're
That's the-
being disorderly like
that's
a
the-
turd eater.
Well, what it is, this is what they say. Well, what it is, you see, you're starting to create a disturbance. They start using these
Now
words.
you're starting to cause a disturbance.
You're starting to create
Your words
create
are-
a scene.
Your words are hurting feelings now.
Now these people have rights too.
Yo, we should do this. Like I should just go in and be security before you get in, right? And say everything that they're gonna say because we know what they're gonna say.
We know everything that they're gonna say. These people are like robots that are programmed.
You cannot film in here.
To say the same thing.
Must wear a mask. I hate your face, turd nuggets. They say the same things.
They all say the same thing. Don't you notice? So yeah, disorderly conduct, annoyed officer charge, the most popular one, okay? Then what's he gonna say? Well, this guy was filming. That's the last one that arrested me. Shout outs to the Ybor City police department who are crooked as hell, okay? Downtown for arresting me illegally without a crime. Oh, remember that? Remember that, Sergeant? When you arrested me for no reason, and then what? I never made it to court, but because my charges got dismissed, but you guys still have my fucking phone? Where's my property?
That's my property.
Give me my
microphone back now.
Give
That's
me my property.
That's
These
my
guys took
property.
my property. That's theft. You should get arrested for that.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, and that's
Because
not
that's
even,
my property.
That's not even civil asset forfeiture. They just legalize theft. Just legalize theft. They used to do it the old-fashioned way. We were like, why don't we just legalize this? So shout outs to civil asset forfeiture, because it's the only place in the world where you can pay people to protect your rights, and then they can legally steal things for you. And although you're innocent until proven guilty, then you have to prove your innocence.
Oh yeah. Guys, I'm gonna tell you something. Before I was auditing America, I was a strong believer that the system, if you committed, let me fix my hat. I got a big head, by the way. I was a strong believer that the system would back me up if I was ever illegally arrested, because I said, well, guess what? I would tell people, guess what? We have a perfect system. We live in the best country. We have a system that takes millions of dollars, I said, of taxpayers, and they have these judges and these professional people that when you go there, they will, they will say, well, they will make sure that obviously if you didn't commit a crime, I'm sure that they would do the right thing, right? And say, well, no, this person did not do it. But guess what?
What?
I went to trial on something that this gentleman right here knows that I didn't do because he was there. And guess what? It's on video. I went to jail for disorderly conduct, and I went to jail for resisting arrest, which I never did. I never have. Why? Because I know what these tyrants do when you quote unquote
resisting. I'm tasing
resist
you.
arrest.
I'm tasing
they
you.
would kick your ass, right? So especially in Woonsocket, Rhode Island, where there's nothing but racist tyrants and hired by the police department. And shout outs to their new fence, because thanks to this guy right here,
You know, Trump. I
they have a
don't
new
believe
fence.
in walls.
They have a new fence that we don't believe in walls, but
we built them faster than Trump.
We build a wall and around the police department, because you know what, guys? These guys have a restricted area, quote unquote restricted area, right? Because I got arrested there.
I got an idea.
Restricted area surrounded by a public sidewalk. No fences, no signs. They had one sign that said police vehicles only. I'm not a vehicle.
Well, you may be. I spilled some of the transformium in your drink, so you may be.
I mean, there are people. My respect to everybody that identifies.
I thought that was a great joke.
Listen, my respect to everybody that identifies as a vehicle. You know, we love you guys too. But yeah, these tyrants arrested me illegally twice at that police department in Rhode Island, and now they have a fence. Two arrests later.
So I'll tell you what.
Also, sorry to interrupt. Also, those police officers who arrested me, I hope that all of your wives are with another man right now while you're at work. Thank you. Also, I confronted these officers face to face outside of the court, and I said, "Hey, are you willing to take a polygraph test?" Right? Polygraph test. Why? Nope. They just straight told me no. They said, "No, thanks." That's what they told me. Why? Because they lied. They framed me on charges. Then I go to trial. I'm found not guilty of disorderly conduct, which is the primary charge, right? But I'm found guilty of resisting arrest.
With zero evidence.
No. Okay, so you're saying I'm guilty of resisting an arrest of what arrest? The one that you were trying to arrest me, that now you're saying I'm not guilty of? Of the arrest that I wasn't guilty of? First of all, I never resisted. It's on video. They destroyed the evidence, actually. Police department destroys evidence, because guess what, guys? I got arrested. I got tackled by 6 police officers under a surveillance camera from a police department. I go to trial. I say, "Hey, we have a system. These people are gonna they have to prove that I did it." Well, guess what? They destroyed the evidence, and then all we had at court was 6 police officers wearing cheap suits and lying at court towards me about me, because they don't like me. And guess what, guys? I never disrespected these people. I never said anything. Like, I never took it straight personal. You guys know how I am. I could say some disrespectful stuff, but I never actually go and start bullshit with people. You know what I'm saying? These people always start their shit with me. They say, "Oh, well, you're just doing this for views." I'm not doing anything for the views. You're doing it all by yourself.
Facts.
You're doing it all by yourself. I'm just holding a camera, and I'm going like this, and "Hi, how are you? Public records?" Everybody goes crazy. Is it my fault that you went crazy on video? No. Shout outs to CPR audits.
Yep.
All right, who's in the chat with us? If you're just joining, share the feed. Let's get to a few more of your questions here, guys.
Hug Will for me. There you go, Irma.
Pressing charging.
There you go, Irma.
Pressing
Irma,
charges.
you love Will.
Pressing
Irma's a
charges.
faithful viewer, I'll tell you that. I mean, who wouldn't love this guy? This guy's a walking encyclopedia. He's Google with arms and legs. Oh. I don't even talk to Siri no more. I say, "Hey, Will." That's all I say. Hey, Will.
What are my view on the Russians for that red rum? That's a good question. Quite frankly, I was usually ahead of the pace for a long time, but with the events of the last couple of years, it's tough to say. I mean, Biden's presidency has been failing miserably, even by the standards of liberals. Maybe that's a distraction from that, his incompetence. But also, Ukraine is a strategic place, and I think the overarching thing here is the U.S. wants to meddle in everything. Now, Russia wants to, in China, of course, everybody, they want to exert their influence, but we're not just going to we're just not going to lose our influence there. And we've seen this going back for a while, where actually Georgie Porgy Puddin' Pie, George Soros Kiss the Sky, Kiss the Girls and Make Them Cry. George Soros was actually very heavy into the financing. This is reported in mainstream news of some of the white supremacists out there in Ukraine. I mean, that should tell you all you need to know there. So, you know, that's a great point, right? Wait, hold on, let me get this point out. This is a great point, right? They're fighting for the freedom of people in Ukraine while they're taking away our freedoms here. They're spending our tax money to take our freedoms while they supposedly give freedoms to the people of Ukraine. Asinine.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready for a garlic burger.
Oh, he's about to get a hug. Do we just become best friends? Yeah. Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
we finally upgraded from chicken sandwiches.
Guys, I've done a side film called My Life with Chicken Sandwiches, and it is downright spicy. Oh man. Oh, Salem. We're gonna go to Salem. I've been to Salem. They have a satanic church there. I've audited there. I stopped there. Sorry.
Don't get too excited. This guy gets excited real quick, knocks everything down.
Did somebody say Harry Potter? Did somebody say Gandalf? I'm Gandalf.
It's like a dog. I gotta keep him.
James A. What up, James A? Good to see you. What about the UN police in the US already? Yeah, great question. I think what's happening here is the police has already been corrupt and bad enough as it is, and people are finally starting to non-violently protest against the police. And so what I think they're gonna bring in now is, instead of police, it's going to be a trifecta. You're going to have social workers, which I think are beneficial in certain situations, but they're going to be prescribed medicine. Then you're going to have a mix of UN troops and robotic police. I think the real threat here is robotic police. They've already rolled this out, actually, in certain areas. They have it in Dubai, and they actually have robots here in the United States that are prototypes currently, where it's like a car, and the door opens up, and it goes and latches onto your door, and it's a telescreen, and it says, "You are in violation of U.S. code, blah, blah, blah. Here, take your ticket."
Patrick, I want to see that video. Send me the link on Auditing America Instagram.
I see a dog and a black guy must shoot. I'm tasing you. That's what it's programmed to do, guys.
I'll do an audit there because I have property out there in Madison, Indiana.
Oh, yeah.
So I will definitely go to that police department.
Madison. Shout outs to Madison from KC.
And shout outs to James Madison for getting the Bill of Rights in there. And you were imperfect in a lot of your ways, but you did help us with the Bill of Rights. So shout outs to James Madison. Got these tyrants scattered in. All right. Interesting names here. Melinda. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? That's terrible. Yes, exactly, Rob E. We're going to Tulsa for sure. 420, nice.
Oh, yeah, we're going to Tulsa.
We are absolutely going there. I didn't notice that, James, but shout outs to Dan Badani. Great activist. Don't agree with everything he says, but he's one of the nicest people I've ever met, and he helped. I was basically him, and I've been an apprentice, and he's one of the people I've been apprenticed under, and I love that guy. Johnny Truth. That's why they call you Johnny Truth, because you are absolutely right about that point right there, Johnny Truth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and having CPR is a great addition because he brings something to the table that is very unique. Where he's pretty much an expert on cold cases. I would consider him an expert on cold cases. I did hit him with a couple pieces of knowledge the other day that he didn't know about. I had to sprinkle some stuff in there, but he knows about this. And so when when we go places, and we did this on my channel, his channel, CPR Audits. When we go places, we pull public records about cold cases or missing persons cases. And as he just said, he's got luminol. He's got a BOD. I'm talking about a bag of
you know what's the best thing that CPR's got?
nuts.
He's got the cojones to go and stand against tyranny. You know, he goes out there and does videos with us too. The same videos that you see in Auditing America. Guess what? They're in CPR audits, and you get a better angle. And you see me on his videos.
Yeah,
So if you want to see me, go to his videos.
And we've been featured on quite a few big channels because of his excellent work and me riding on the coattails.
So let's get CPR audits to 10,000 subscribers. Please.
Yes.
Yep.
And guys, I'm almost at 15K. Let me get to 15K, and this guy's almost at 250K.
Oh yeah, let's get
How do you
Auditing
do that?
America to 250,000 subscribers.
Hey,
guys.
Rhetorical Will, how do you help Mr. America get to 250,000 subscribers? Well, I'm glad you asked, Rhetorical Will, but I still want to remind you later about that unhealed trauma. I'll say it again off camera. Well, how you do that is you share this video after this stream ends. You share our best videos with your friends and family. How do you do that? You send it an email. Hey, what do you think about this? Send it in Facebook Messenger. You send it on Twitter. You send it on Instagram DM. You send it on a tweet. Every single method. Share the video with everybody. Put it up on your Facebook post, whatever, and get people talking about this. The more people, you guys know, if you guys have watched this channel for a couple weeks at least, even, you know that I have a 3-point plan. Herman Cain has a 5-point plan. Booker T is a 5-time world champ. But I'm making it easy. 3-point plan. 1, awaken the people with knowledge. 2, because of that awakening, people will have empathy. And then part 2 happens automatically after part 1. So it's really a 1-part plan. 1, awaken the people. 2, their empathy arises. They take nonviolent action. Part 3 is tacos. I mean, it's really a 1-point plan. We just call it tacos. So that's the goal. That's the carrot on the stick for us guys, is tacos. Once we save the world, we get tacos. What are your thoughts on Audit Canada? Hillary, welcome back. I miss you. I miss all the unrequited love I've gotten from Hillary. That's for Hillary out there. We went up to Canada. What kind of records could I obtain from a cold case? Great question, Balls Johnson. Welcome to the chat, Balls Johnson, and thank you for sharing the videos and your previous donations. Ball Johnson, you could, depending on the case, you could...
Depends on how old it is. It depends on if people still be alive or not. It depends.
Body cam, police interviews, police reports, evidence, photographs.
If news has gotten anything... or anything that the
I want
courts
to go to Canada to protest Justin Trudeau.
Blackface racist Trudeau.
Blackface racist tyrant who wants to everybody get that.
Yeah, I
Racist guy.
he's a racist tyrant. How could we have a just God when we have a racist tyrant like Justin Trudeau here, and Harambe was taken from us so suddenly?
Harambe.
We the people, welcome, welcome, welcome.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a few more questions and then we're gonna get going because we have a few things to do.
Well, you know what, Red Rum? We would gladly accept the ticket to go and confront Trudeau, but unfortunately, we can't get into the country right now because we don't have a wizard pass. We don't have a... And even if we could, he's in hiding right now like a coward. Like circumstances changed or we're different, I would definitely
Why
take
is
you
he
up on
wearing
that offer.
blackface?
Why? Not just once, 2, 3 times. Why is he a racist black-faced? I don't know. It's not a good look. I would definitely take him up on that. Red Rum, thank you, though.
Are people? How
I would
many
love to-
people? How many people from Canada right now on the chat?
Yeah.
Let me know. I want to know. I want to ask you a
Drop a
question.
1 or a maple leaf if you're from
Are there
Canada.
free?
Ev-
You know, I
everyone-
went to Canada for a couple of hours with Mr. Mike, and
It's Mr. Mike to you.
we went to dispensary, got a little bit of weed, smoked, came back to America. We didn't really do much over there, but
We saw the power plant where Nikola Tesla was harvesting energy at Niagara Falls.
we did.
Yes, we did.
Okay. and
I did.
I want to know, how are the freedoms in Canada? I haven't done any research, but I have some Canadian people right here. So what better resource than you that are right here directly from Canada?
Where are the Canadians at? Everyone put where you're at. Okay, we got bread cereals from Canada. Thank you for joining us in Canada.
How would you rate your freedoms in Canada on a scale 1 to 5 stars?
Hey, we might be going to that state very soon, Goshen MMA. You never know where we're going to turn up. So message us on Fake Mike Real News on Instagram, Auditing America on Instagram. Check us out over there. Oh, poutine is awesome. Poutine and some beer is awesome.
Auditing America on Instagram. Go over there if you want to video chat with us, guys. You want to video chat with me and Will and Mr. Audits? Go to Auditing America on Instagram. Follow me. You're not going to see any post because all we do is go live. We go live. I went live there today.
Sometimes we'll go twice a day. So.
I only had 6 people watching. I had a tyrant right in front of me. That's not going to help. We need more people
That's true.
to go to Instagram.
Yeah.
Auditing America.
Even if you don't have Instagram, it's very easy. It's free.
What's going on, Todd?
Todd's in the house. Welcome,
Oh, yeah.
Todd.
Shout outs to Todd. CPR audits is the best.
Yep.
Yes, so guys, get your final questions or comments in here for us. We've talked a lot about a lot of different subjects today, and I really want to thank Mr. America for allowing me to talk about these subjects, allowing us to have great confrontations with high-ranking officials, so-called official servants, allowing us to bring you great interviews with people that, like we were talking about earlier, some awesome stuff, and allows me and CPR Audit this time to engage with you guys, because you guys are really the lifeblood of Auditing America. You're the red, white, and blue that pumps through Auditing America's veins, because without you guys, none of this is possible. None of this is possible at all. And I'm not even talking about the donations. What I'm talking about is sharing. We don't ask for donations, but we do ask for shares. We think
share
both,
the videos.
but please share. When this video wraps up shortly, I need you to find Auditing America's best video, whichever one you think is the best, and share with everybody on your timeline, your friends and family, all your social media platforms, every messaging platform, every text message, every email. You need to get it out. This guy is going out here, putting in a lot of hard work. There's quite a few news stations across the country that haven't put in the work that we have. And at least for a week or two last month, I haven't caught up on the ratings. We were beating CNN. We were literally beating CNN in viewership. So he's putting in a lot of hard work. The least you guys could do is share the videos. Make sure you hit the bell to subscribe. Following the Auditing America on Instagram, like you said, we go live there a lot. And sometimes we could be in the face of a tyrant, and we need you guys to be there. So find Auditing America on all platforms. Auditing America, Auditing America, Auditing America on Instagram.
Go to Instagram.
And then for everybody that's asking in the chat, where can they donate to Mr. America? It's $ Auditing America News on Cash App, $ Auditing America News on Cash App, $ Auditing America News on Cash App. People asking, hey, how can I talk to you guys more? Find Auditing America on Instagram. Also, we have a Facebook group. It's Auditing America.
You can FaceTime us while we're live.
While you're on the Auditing America Facebook group. And then one last place, we're also on TikTok. I know some people say, hey, well, I don't have that platform. I don't do that platform. Okay, that's fine, but just create like a rando profile just to give him another subscriber so we can get the numbers up. So when people look at his profile, we have more people than Kylie Jenner, and it's actually about something that matters. It's not about video games. It's not about unboxing toys, and those things matter, and we need creativity and relaxation. I'm not saying they don't matter, but there's a lot of frivolous stuff out there. So let's. It's very free. It's easy to join those platforms. We'll take one more question, and I'm going to tell everyone where you can find Auditing America again before we go, as well as CPR Audits and myself before we go. But let's take one more juicy question, and then for anybody that I missed your question because the chat was going too fast, or you want to connect with us, we will also be going live, continuing on this channel. I got a whole bunch of public records requests and FOIAs back. I'll be updating you guys on shortly. Also, like he said, find Auditing America all together. No
On
spaces.
Instagram.
On Instagram, because
You'll
we're
see
going
my
live.
face there. You'll
We're
see
going
my face.
live there, and we're taking
Someone
our
said it
viewers
was
up live
private.
with it.
Yeah, it's private. It's a private account. So follow me. I will accept you.
Todd, now that's the question I want to take. Yes, barely one time we've had barbecue because this guy eats pho every day.
I love Vietnamese food.
Yes, but we luckily had barbecue. Todd, hopefully you can come out and visit and
Thai
have
food.
some barbecue
I,
with us.
I'd eat me a chicken pad thai right now.
Oh man, I'm so hungry. Oh man, people are talking about food in here. Okay, let's see. I'm doing one more question. Who wants? Yeah, I want some. Yes, I haven't forgotten about DCYF. Johnny Truth, that's a great point. Talking trees, man, it's an honor to be able to talk to people on the same journey, man. And I want to say some shout out to all the OG subscribers that have been with us since day one, and all the new ones too, man. We're building a great community here, and I love it. You know. Yeah, so we're gonna be joining all these other platforms. Okay, final question. How many state capitol buildings have we been to, guys? Geez. Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont,
We've done a lot.
Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Maryland, Delaware, Virginia, Georgia, Ohio, Indiana, Missouri, Kansas. Jeez, I don't know. We did a lot. I'm once I pass the 10 fingers, I'm not good. All right, guys. I want to say thank you very much for joining us. Before you go, hang tight. Got one more request for you. CPR Audits. How can they find your audit channel? How can they find you on social media? How can people donate? And also, how can people find your brand new Murder Man Studios channel?
So you can't donate because I don't have nothing to donate to. CPR Audits on YouTube.
CPR Audits on YouTube. CPR Audits on YouTube.
Yes, you can.
CPR
And
Yes,
TikTok.
yes, you can. Yes, you can donate to CPR Audits. You can go to CPR Audits on YouTube. He will be going live more often, and you can donate over there on through Super Chat.
Tell them good old Fake Mike and the Massive Double A sent ya.
And then it's Murder Man Studios 1 all together on TikTok, and then Murder Man Studios with spaces in between on YouTube.
All right, guys. Much love, much respect. I love you. I'm hungry. See you later.
Please share one of the videos, guys. We're going to wrap this up here. Find Fake Mike Real News on all platforms. Thank you very, very much. Fake Mike Real News on all platforms. Auditing America on Instagram. Auditing America on TikTok.